Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows of criminal masterminds? A chilling thought, isn't it? These are not your ordinary lawbreakers. These are individuals who wield their intellect as a weapon, using it to orchestrate the most unimaginable crimes. They are the puppet masters in the world's darkest theater, evoking both fascination and fear. Today, we shall delve into their world. We'll meet 5 such individuals, each a master of their own dark craft. From the puppeteer, a master manipulator, to the ghost, a criminal who's seemingly invisible. We'll encounter the architect, a genius with a blueprint for chaos, and the illusionist, an expert in the art of deception. Lastly, we'll face the Enigma, a criminal mastermind shrouded in mystery, each one a testament to the dark side of genius. So brace yourselves for a journey unlike any other, a journey into the abyss. Prepare for a journey into the dark side of genius. Our first mastermind wove a web of deceit like no other. Let us delve into the intricate tapestry of manipulation woven by this character, whom we'll refer to as the puppeteer. In the darkest corners of our society, the puppeteer found his stage, his strings pulling the unsuspecting into a dance of deception. This was no ordinary criminal. The puppeteer's genius lay not in brute force or sheer intimidation, but in his uncanny ability to manipulate, to bend others to his will with a whisper, a suggestion. He was a puppet master of the human psyche, expertly playing on the vulnerabilities of his victims, turning them into pawns in his grand scheme. What made the puppeteer so terrifying was not merely his criminal acts, but the way he conducted them. Each act was a meticulously crafted performance, every player unwittingly dancing to his tune. The puppeteer's crimes were not spontaneous acts of violence or theft. They were symphonies of deception, played out on a stage of his own design. Yet let's not forget the chilling legacy he left behind. The puppeteer's reign may have ended, but the echoes of his manipulation still reverberate in the lives he toyed with, the minds he twisted. His actions served as a stark reminder of the dark capabilities of human ingenuity when used for nefarious purposes. A puppeteer in the shadows, this criminal mastermind left a chilling legacy. Next, we delve into the story of a criminal who seemed to vanish into thin air. In the annals of crime, there are those who stand out not for the brutality of their acts, but for their uncanny ability to evade capture. Our second criminal mastermind, known only as the Ghost, was one such figure. This elusive character was a phantom in every sense of the word, leaving behind only the faintest trace of their existence. The Ghost was a master at disappearing from the scene of the crime, leaving no evidence, no fingerprints, no DNA. They were here one moment, gone the next, as if swallowed by the shadows. Their crimes ranged from grand theft to corporate espionage, but always they slipped away, leaving the authorities baffled and empty-handed. There were instances where the Ghost seemed to disappear right under the noses of law enforcement. Once the police surrounded a building, they were certain the Ghost was hiding in. But after an extensive search, they found nothing. The Ghost had vanished as if into thin air. Such instances built an aura of suspense and intrigue around the Ghost. Rumors swirled, theories abounded, but the truth remained elusive. Some even questioned whether the Ghost was a single individual or a group of criminals working together. We may never know. The Ghost, a mastermind who slipped through the net, leaving only whispers of their crimes. How far can meticulous planning take a criminal mastermind? Let's venture into the chilling realm of the architect, our third criminal mastermind. His schemes were not born out of spontaneous recklessness, but meticulously crafted blueprints of crime. The architect was not one for petty theft or hasty getaways. No, his artistry lay in the elaborate nature of his crimes. Each plan was a masterpiece in itself, a symphony of strategic deception and cunning execution. His most audacious crime, a bank heist that still baffles law enforcement to this day. Imagine a bank, its walls fortified, security systems state-of-the-art, and a vault that would make Fort Knox seem like a child's piggy bank. Now picture this, the bank seemingly untouched, its vault unscathed, yet come morning, millions gone, vanished without a trace. The architect had struck, leaving no fingerprints, no footprints, only an empty vault and a string of baffled faces. His strategy was brilliant. He studied his targets for months, understanding their patterns, their vulnerabilities. He planned his moves with the precision of a chess grandmaster, always 2 steps ahead. His execution was flawless, leaving no room for error, no room for capture. His audacious crimes, his unmatched intellect, his chilling precision, all contribute to the legend of the architect. a criminal mastermind whose blueprints of crime remain a chilling testament to their intellect. A stark reminder that even the most fortified of structures can fall under the weight of a well-planned scheme. The architect, a criminal mastermind whose blueprints of crime remain a chilling testament to their intellect. Now let's turn our attention to a mastermind who made a spectacle of their crimes. Enter the Illusionist, a name that speaks volumes about the nature of his criminal exploits. This cunning individual had an uncanny knack for pulling off crimes that seemed impossible, brazenly thumbing his nose at law enforcement. His most notorious offense was no less than a high-profile jewel heist. With a flair for the dramatic, he orchestrated an audacious theft right under the noses of an elite crowd at a grand gala. The priceless gem vanished into thin air, leaving the room full of baffled onlookers. The Illusionist's crimes were not just about the loot. They were about the thrill, the showmanship, the sheer audacity. He turned crime into an art form, his every move calculated to leave spectators in awe and investigators in a state of perplexed disbelief. The Illusionist, a criminal mastermind whose crimes were as baffling as they were audacious. Finally, we encounter a criminal whose identity remains a mystery. Our fifth mastermind, known only as the Enigma, casts a long and uncertain shadow over the underworld. With no face to fear, no name to curse, the Enigma's reign of terror is shrouded in a cloak of secrecy. Their untraceable machinations have left authorities baffled and victims in disarray, making them a ghostly spectre in the realm of crime. The Enigma, a criminal mastermind who remains a chilling puzzle to this day. These criminal masterminds are no heroes, but their stories serve as a stark reminder. The dark side of genius, the puppeteer, the ghost, the architect, and the illusionist, each one a chilling testament to the depths of human cunning. They manipulated, deceived, and orchestrated their grand schemes from the shadows, yet their stories, as terrifying as they are, remind us of the human capacity for intelligence, albeit twisted. As we pull back the veil on these masterminds, we are reminded that even the darkest shadows are cast by light. Before we end this dark dive, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more chilling tales. In the depths of darkness, we've encountered the dark side of genius, the puppeteer, the ghost, the architect, the illusionist, and the enigma. We've unveiled the shadows, shone a light on the dark corners of human cunning and intelligence. But remember, these are not stories of heroes, but rather stark reminders of the potential for darkness within us all. As we draw the final curtain on these chilling tales, remember to stay vigilant, stay informed, and always question the unseen. After all, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.